people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the house that Swede built, Erickson Thunderbird Gym on the campus of Casper College. I'm Jack Noakes, and tonight, the return of T-Bird basketball to the Hill. After an absence since before the start of the year, the Birds finally get a home game, both the women and the men, on the first day of February. And it's two teams that right now are playing some pretty good basketball. We'll start with the women tonight. Both teams going to take on Eastern Wyoming from Torrington. And it's been kind of an uncharacteristic year for Torrington. Usually the Lancers are right there and, 500 or better. They've had some great teams earlier, of course, in the latter part of the last century. But both the women and the men struggling this year. The women come in with a mark of 4-15. They've lost their last three, and one of the most glaring statistics, Eastern Wyoming's women have not won a game in their home gym this year. They're 0-6 at home. They are 3-5 away from home, and they are 1-4 as far as a neutral court goes. So The Lancers come in with a mark of 4-15. The Birds, meanwhile, are riding the opposite train. They have won 6 in a row now. They are 6-1 at home, 5-0 on the road this year, and on a neutral court they've won 8 and lost 2. The T-Birds come in thus with a record of 19-3, and I've got to write it down here and put it down somewhere. 19-3, yes. Birds are 19-3 on the season, and again, the Lancers are 4-15. Casper, as far as the series with these Lancers over the years, started way back in 1949, pretty good year, and they are 44-6 against Eastern Wyoming. 44-6, the Birds in 50 games have won 44 of them. So it has been a series obviously dominated by Casper. You'd kind of expect the same tonight because the Birds come in at 19-3 and the Lancers at 4-15. Had a little chat with Dwight Canary a few minutes ago, and as usual, you know, mostly the way coaches think before a ball game, there are some gals that he says can hurt him, and particularly there's a young lady from France who has impressed him on film. These two teams have not met this year. On the men's side, when we get to that game, those two teams did meet earlier this year, and the T-Birds snuck out a tough win against a team, again, that, like the women's team, has really struggled to put it together. But we'll talk about that when we get to the men's game. Casper College averaging 75 points a game. The Birds are giving up only 60 defensively. Eastern comes in not scoring very much. They get 62. They give up 74. So the Birds with a big statistical edge there. Casper 44% from the field, 28% behind the arc. Eastern 38% from the field and 26 out in the land of 3. At the free throw line, teams, well, the T-Birds shoot 72% and the Lancers shoot 67. The biggest statistic that jumps off the page, Casper comes in averaging 42 rebounds a game. The Lancers get only 31. Casper comes in averaging 42. The opposition gets 35. The Lancers get only 31 boards a game, and they give up 43. They give up 12 more than they corral on an average night. Some other statistics, T-Birds like to pass the ball around, 20 assists a game. The Lancers get just 12, and they turn it over 19 times a ball game. T-Birds paced by several people in double figures this year. Jocelyn Eigel with 11. Flora Goad with 11. Logan Alvar, the freshman from Kelly, also averages 11 points per ball game. So we're going to get the introduction of the starting lineups, our national anthem coming up soon, and we will have basketball from the house that Swede built, Erickson T-Bird Gym, on a cold night in February. We're about set to go here from T-Bird Gym. Write down some starters here and we'll get moving. Birds haven't been home since December. And we knew that's the way the things were going to go. And the starting lineup, first of all, for the Lancers, with a 5'3" sophomore, Naylon Delisado, averages 7 points a ball game. She'll be joined by Dorita Irakovic, a 5'5" freshman from Serbia, averaging a total of 2 points a ball game. Ines Noori, averaging 16. The leading scorer on this team is a 5'9" freshman. She comes from France. Andrea Ciordia averages 8 points a ball game. The 5'9" freshman is from Spain. And then Tamar Kapelovic, she is a 6'3" freshman averaging 9 points a game. She comes to Torrington from Israel. For the Birds, they're going to go this way. Logan Alvar, the 6-foot freshman from Kelly Walsh, averaging 11 contest, joined down low by Flora Goed. Goed, the 6'2" sophomore, is from Austria and averages 11 points a ball game. Sandra Fra Garcia, the Spanish sophomore, is 5'7", averages 7 points a contest, and she's been the point guard all season long. Julia Palomo, another Spanish player for the Birds, sophomore, 5'7", averaging 9 points a contest. And then it's going to be interesting. We're going to see Anna Cheney start for the first time this year. 5'7", a freshman averaging 4 points a contest. So that'll be a change in the lineup for Dwight Ganeri's team. Ball in the air, and the T-Birds will control the opening tap. We are underway as we expected. Fra Garcia will bring it ahead. T-Birds content to work it around the outside and then dump it down low. Goed has it slapped out of her hands and kind of taken away right down low. She was working from the left side block. It'll be Bird basketball. And they'll bring it in to Fra Garcia. Sets, turn down the two-pointer, feeds it in the paint, and they'll bring it back in the corner. In deep, Goed too hard off the glass, didn't get to the rim. Back the other way we come. First offensive foray of the night for the Lancers. And they'll get it out top. Swing it back around. Delisado. And a long shot coming from the right side. Kapelovic missing with the three. Birds come back the other way. We're almost a minute in. Each team has had one try and failed. In deep, Goed in the lane. Soft one-hander rolls off the right side. The break back the other way. Ciordia exchanging. They'll go in the corner on the right side. Right back to Ciordia into the paint. Feeding along the lane. Reverse layup. Won't go. The rebound put back up and in. Ciordia. My bad. Nori with the basket. And the Birds will come back and get one the other way to tie it at 2. This time it's Goed who manages to knock it home and make it a 2-2 ball game. Lancers with the ball on the dribble. They like to dribble, drive, try and break you down on the dribble. And instead they'll take it out of bounds. Casper basketball, we're tied at 2. Into the front court. Cheney exchanging out top with Garcia. Sandro, one dribble, now still has it on the floor. They'll dump it down low. Goed kicks it back out for Alvar, and that's good. Logan with her first hoop of the ball game. And the Birds with their first lead of the night at 4-2. Into the front court, they try and drop it down low again to Inez Nori. and it will go off her hands out of bounds. They'll say the Birds managed to get a hand on it, though, on the tip. So the ball will stay with the Lancers in the front court. 2 minutes in, the Birds with a 2-minute or a 2-point lead. First three ball of the night. Long one from the top, off the back of the iron by Delisado. Birds will run the break the other way, and that will be Cheney for the basket. 6-2, Birds advance it to a 4-point lead. Delisado giving it outside to Kapelovic, and they'll get it back out top, and a foul's going to be whistled away from the ball. First foul of the night's going to go against Norrie for the illegal pick. Birds will see if they can't grow that 4-point lead here. Almost 3 minutes in. Garcia, nice bounce pass on the run. The layup is good. Well, Cheney, who's never started to my knowledge, has 4 quick points in her first start, and the Birds are up by 6 early on. Out top, Kapelovic almost had her pass stolen. They'll get it back for a 3, and that is good. Buccini, the 5'11" sophomore from Bosnia, makes it an 8-5 ball game. Birds will try a 3 of their own. Garcia missing badly on a strong shot. Back the other way, Lancers on the run. Kapelovic swings it left side outside to Ciori. Spin dribble into the lane, and the little layup is good by Andrea Ciordia. And that'll make it 8-7, cut the Bird lead down to 1. Corner left side, feeding in deep and too deep. Go, it got it off the underside of the basket. Eastern can take the lead as they run it ahead out of the back court. Into the paint, tough, wild one-hander off the glass, found the bottom of the net, and the Lancers go on top with a little 7-0 run, 9-8. Bird basketball, Alvar swings it left side to Garcia in the corner, back out. They'll get it over to Julia Palomo, who's checked in. She'll push for a 3, that's no good. Goed with the rebound, kicks it back outside. They're going to go at the top for another 3. This time it's good. Cheney now with 7 of the Birds' 11 points here. Casper back on top by a deuce. Lancers in their black uniforms trimmed in gold. Long 3 on the way, nobody underneath except the T-Birds to claim the rebound. Garcia going to go length of the court and lay it off the glass for the deuce. Sandra averaging 7 points a ball game. Her first 2 for the night makes it 13-9. Right at the 5-minute mark, we'll get a timeout in the first quarter. We'll be back after this.
I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man.
So in the early going, the story for the T-Birds has been the 5'9" freshman from Hungary, Anna Cheney, starting her first ball game with 7 of the T-Birds' 13 points. The lead is 4, and we've got 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter as the T-Birds will slap on some pressure here. Ball knocked out of bounds. That'll be last touched by Cheney. Deep in the corner. Norrie will play it in for the Lancers, and she'll get it into Delisato, who runs it ahead down the left side, brings it back between the circles. Outside, Norrie likes to put it on the floor and drive. Wants to go to her left, goes to her left, in deep, gets the layup. Thought she was going to be in too deep to get that to go. She's got her 4th point of the ball game and cuts the Bird lead to 2. Wide open for the 3. That'll be no good. Igo missing. Jocelyn, the sophomore from Douglas, checking in on that timeout. Feed in deep, too deep that time. Corralled though by the Lancers, they'll kick it back outside. In deep, Kapelovic turns and scores. Tamar Kapelovic, 6'3" and a freshman from Israel. Birds run it ahead in deep. Cheney in too deep, misses the layup. Actually got an air ball. She was defended pretty closely. We're tied at 13, under 4 to go. Opening quarter, low post feed. Backing in and being fouled is Sierra Allen, the 5'10" freshman from Torrington. We're going to have the first free throws of the ball game. They'll be taken by Allen. The foul was on Selena Arland, who checked in. It's her first. Darija Rakovic checking in. Darija. And the first free throw, no good by Allen. .347 left in the opening quarter. And we're tied at 13. Allen's second free throw short. Arnlin will claim the rebound, get it ahead. Sandra Fra Garcia quickly into the front court for Igo. Swings it outside to Claudia Garrido, who is in on the free throw. Bird's going to spread the court a little bit here, run it on the outside. See if they can't get an uncontested 3. Arnlin for Garcia. Kicks it back out. Set shot from the left side, no good. Mariana Cos-Morales with the miss. The score will stay tied. And the Lancers will bring it ahead. Arakovic with the basketball. Exchanging it on the left side. She gets it right back. Then had a chance to work behind the pick by Allen. Instead, they'll swing it on the left side to Avery West. Norrie with a dribble drive. Her shot is blocked, and then it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Arnlin. Shot clock will say 5 seconds. Kopelevich back into the lineup for the Lancers, who have 5 seconds to get off a shot here. 5 seconds, and they're not going well. They will get it off right at the buzzer. The three-pointer by Kopelevich misses. Birds come back the other way, trying to get back on top. Bounce pass, little give and go, and defended nicely by Norrie, who comes up with the steal. Lancers on the tack. Rakovic for Norrie, who's going all the way. Dumps it down to Kopelevich, back outside. Norrie for a 3. That didn't get to the rim. Hard off the glass. Birds run it ahead. Arnlin can't get it to go, but she'll be fouled. And she should go to the line for a pair here. I think Inez Norrie is going to get this one. Norrie's foul. That'll be her first. So Selena Arnlin, the 6-foot sophomore, averaging 5 a ball game, to the line to shoot a pair here. Try and give the Birds the lead again, and she does. Casper by 1, 14-13 with 2:17 to left in the opening stanza. Second one on the way, no good. Ball tapped around. Birds come away with an offensive rebound. Garcia for Igo, Jocelyn. And a foul going to be called away from the ball. It's going to go on Monica Brincha. Will get the foul for the Lancers. Birds will get the basketball, and here's Igo for a three. No, tapped around. Rebound in deep, the layup missed. Cos Morales had a pretty good looking bunny that time, couldn't get it to go. Under 2 to go in the opening quarter. Birds up by 1. Lancers with the ball in the corner, tried to get it out to Kopelevich, knocked loose. Nice defensive play. Arnland, they'll run it ahead. Alone for the three. Garrido with the miss. 2 Birds in deep for the rebound, and the rebound will go up and in. Nice look down low, and Selena Arnland knocked it home and drew the foul. Selena with her 3rd point. Birds go back up by 3. The foul will be on Kopelevich. That is her 2nd. The big gal, 6'3" freshman from Israel. Arnland back to the free throw line drive. That's good. She has 4 now, and the Bird lead is up to 4 with 1.5 minutes to go. We're in the opening quarter. Lancers on the attack. Looking down low for Norrie, and the Birds have it well defensed. Arnland with the steal. Gives it ahead. Little dribble drive, out of control, kind of Palomo. Threw it off the glass, managed to draw the foul. She should be at the line for a pair. Foul's going to go on Arakovich, her 1st. And the first free throw, no good. Palomo on the season has been one of the Birds' better free throw shooters and better three-point shooters. She missed them both. Norrie will flag down the rebound in the corner. Lancers can draw to within 1 if they get a 3. Swing it outside. And then they'll try and get it inside and bring it right back out. Arakovich's pass will be knocked loose, stolen away. Birds with a 2-on-1. Arnland will finish on a nice feed from Igo. Arnland with 6 quick points. She averages 5 a game. Birds have matched their biggest lead of the ball game at 6. Norrie's pass knocked loose by Igo, and then a jump ball going to be whistled. Is it going to be a jump or a foul? Igo was tied up with Sierra Allen. I was kind of leery when you see officials have to huddle up, even if you know these guys. And they've been doing it a long time. I don't know what. Didn't look like a foul from up here. It just looked like a held ball. Whether the 2 players had words. Igo, of course, from Douglas. Allen from Torrington. Could they have a history? Coach Larson for Torrington. Coach Ganeri for the Birds. With 36 seconds and some change left in the opening quarter. We have a double foul here. I don't know. He's putting up 5-0. That would be the player from Torrington, Allen. She got a foul. Did Igo get one too is the question. Nope, Igo's going to the free throw line, so it must be a technical. And the first free throw is good. We didn't get an explanation. Jocelyn averaging 11 points a ball game. Her first free throw of the night and her first point of the night. Second one's good too. So she has 2, and the Bird lead is now 8 at 21-13. and the ball will go over to the Birds. Never really got an explanation on what the technical was for. Birds with the basketball and their biggest lead of the evening at 8. Trying to get it inside, they do. Triple team though, they'll kick it back out. And a little shot from the free throw line is no good. The Birds come back and get the ball, but Palomo was out of bounds before she established herself and came back in and grabbed it. Final 15 seconds, opening quarter, Casper by 8. Into the front court, losing her dribble is Ciordia. Gets it back outside. Arakovic going to try and feed somebody in the corner, and the clock will expire. So we've got the first 10 minutes in the book, and the Casper College Thunderbirds out to an early 21-13 lead. We'll be back after this.
I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man.
First quarter belonged to the Birds. Basketball to start the second quarter will belong to the Lancers. And they'll get it across. Naylan Delicado into the front, leaves it in the corner for a three. That's an air ball again by Ciordia. Birds running the court, get it to Arnlund, layup is good. Selena now with 8 points, 7 for Anacini. They are the two big scorers for the Birds. 23-13, first double-digit lead of the night for the T-Birds. In deep, trying to feed it to Allen, and the Birds almost take it away. Arnlund with a hustle play by her own bench. Norrie looking, and she couldn't get it in. They got a timeout just before the 5-second count expired. Be a little 30-second timeout here. 9 1/4, 9:25 actually left here in the second quarter. And the T-Birds with a lead against a team that comes in with a record of 4-15. Talked about it in our pregame. The Lancers have lost their last 3. The T-Birds have won their last 6. Casper now 19-3 on the season. Next up for the Birds, we will be here on Saturday. See what time our games are on Saturday. Northwest College is next up. That's on the 11th of February, but the game with LCCC wasn't played because of the weather last weekend, so I believe we're going to be here next Wednesday again. And it'll be a doubleheader with LCCC. Imagine that, not able to get to a game in the winter in Wyoming because of the roads. How could that possibly happen? Happened big time all over this week. Birds sinking back into their man-to-man right now, staying with the man-to-man, and they'll lose the basketball. Keybirds come away with the steal into the front court. Palomo hits it right over. Arnlin will turn, shoot. That's no good. Ball tapped around, loose ball picked up off the floor, and a travel going to be called here on the T-Birds. Minute into the second quarter, Casper's lead is 10. Nore trying to get it in, finally does so. Arakovic will work into the front court against Fra Garcia. Still has it on a string, now terminates on the right side angle, kicks it back out top. Avery West all the way down right side, has it knocked loose, ball taken away. Birds have numbers, 3-on-2 the other way, and the little Euro step and the layup good in the lane. Nice move by Anna Cheney, who with 9 points now for Cheney to lead all scorers in the contest. Birds have their biggest lead of the ball game at 12. West kicking it over on the outside to Arakovic, right back, stumbling her way into the lane, and let's see if they're going to call a travel. They will. Delicado couldn't control it under the pressure from the Birds, who forced quite a few turnovers here. Said at the outset, this team from Torrington has been turning it over 19 times a game. Bird basketball trying to build on the 12-point lead. Outside, they'll work inside to Arnlin, tried to shovel it home, that didn't go. Rebound taken away by the Lancers. Arakovic will run it ahead, still has it on the floor. Trying to go against Frau Garcia. Almost stepped on the end line. They'll exchange for a three-pointer that's no good. Kopelevic is going to get this foul from behind, I believe. And she has 3 quick ones. So the 6'3" freshman from Israel will take a seat with 7:38 to go here in the second quarter. She's already on the bench with 3. Garcia to Palomo on the angle left side. They'll swing it around right side, outside. Dump it in the paint, kick it back outside. Palomo alone, got it. When she gets set with that little 3, she can shoot it with the best of them, and it's 28-13 Birds. West. Exchanging down low, and the Birds come from behind. Garcia with the steal. 3-on-1 the other way. Palomo off her head, manages to corral it and dish it ahead for the easy left-hand layup. DeCalo will get that hoop, and the Birds will go to the bench with 6:58 to play in the half. They've broken it open. T-Birds 30, Lancers 13.
I want to show for some people out there, man.
Birds with a little 9-0 run to start the second quarter of play. They led at 21-13 at the end of one. They now lead at 30-13 with 6:58 to play in the second. All Casper College right now. The Lancers have had a 2-point lead twice in the first quarter. They actually came back from a 7-point deficit, led a little 8-0 run at one time, but since then, it's been all Casper College. Birds with the full court pressure and the steal. Get it out top, Palomo, right back to Cheney. They'll go in the corner and they'll swing it around right side, outside. DeCala burns the baseline. High post feed, they'll kick it outside. 3 on the way, no. And the Lancers can't control the rebound, but it was last touched by the T-Birds. Dwight Canary's club will slap on the pressure again. Trap in the backcourt, but it's broken ahead by Arakovic. Looking to Monica Brincia. Gina. They'll swing it over on the left side. Arakovic out top for West. And this will be a foul, and the basket will count. So Ciordia on the drive will be fouled. Kind of throw it at the glass, and she'll get the hoop, her 4th point of the ball game. Fra Garcia gets her first. Ciordia to the free throw line, trying to finish the 3-point play. High arc, and she will. She has 5. That makes her the leading scorer for the Lancers. It's 30-15 T-Birds. The steal, and ahead, running it all the way down. West with a nice looking layup. Avery, 5'8" freshman from Torrington, hometown girl. Makes it 30-18, 4 points in a row for the Lancers. Birds basketball, Alvar throws it into the double team. Ball is knocked loose and taken away. 2-on-1 the other way. Ciordia looked like she may have gotten away with a walk. They'll swing it left side, outside, push for a 3, that's no good. Bergini with the miss and the Birds with the rebound. Ahead, the dribble drive, Fra Garcia can't get the layup to go. And then the rebounding foul gonna go, I believe, on the T-Birds. Florgo will get it. Lancers want to run it ahead, and they do. They'll get a 3. That is an air ball out of the left side. Bird basketball the other way, and Alvar is going to be guilty of a travel. The high dribble, let it come down, and then kind of shuffled the feet. Approaching the halfway mark here in the second quarter of play. Denis Nore will return for the Lancers, who have the basketball and trail by a dozen. Nore cross-courting it out top. Almost stolen as West controls the dribble and brings it back out top for Nore. Gets it to West just inside the arc, pushes for a 2, no. Nore with the rebound and the putback. She's got 6, leading scorer thus far for the Lancers, who've cut the Bird lead down to 10. Pull up, 12-footer, no good by Cheney. Ball saved from going out of bounds by the Lancers, thrown back in, and we'll have a jump ball. Ball will stay with the Lancers on the arrow. Or with the T-Birds on the arrow. Got to remember what side of the court we're on. It's a good thing, too, because the T-Birds get the hoop going with her 4th point of the ball game. Lancer basketball in the corner. Nore looking, swings it back out top. Head fake on the 3 to the left side elbow for a 2. That is no good. Arakovic with the miss. The Birds with the rebound. dishing in deep, and Alvar has her shot blocked, but she was fouled. She'll go to the line for a pair. Ciorda gets her first foul of the ball game. Team fouls are 2 apiece here in the second quarter. Logan to the free throw line. First one no good. Freshman, 6 feet from KW, averaging 11 a game. And the second one's good, her third point of the night. Birds' biggest lead was 17. They're now up by 13. Casper looking at slapping on the pressure, then backing away. Norway, not Norway. All the way down the left side, bring it to West. Tries to exchange with Ciorda. Ball taken away though. Garcia fitting ahead. Alvar in too deep, couldn't get it to go. But she will draw the foul and go back to the free throw line. Monica Briccini. Bricina gets the foul. Alvar will go to the free throw line. Again, this one's good. Her fourth point of the ball game. Right now, the Birds are paced by Anna Cini, who got her first start with 9 points. Selena Arlen on the bench right now, I think, with 8. Second one's good. Alvar now has 5. The Bird lead grows back to 15. 35-20 T-Birds. Lancers with the basketball in the front court. West loses her dribble, exchanges with Norre. All the way down right side, in deep, reverse it up and in. She's slippery. And the Birds lead back down to 13. Alvar from the baseline left, the 12-footer. Logan with 7, the lead back to 15 at 3 minutes. In the paint, a foul will be whistled here on the T-Birds. Rakovic grabbed on the wrist. Claudia Garrido will be the guilty party. No? Fra Garcia they're going to give it to. Thought he held up one finger. Back the other way, Birds on the run. And Garrido's pass knocked loose in the lane, goes down the hallway a little bit, almost to the locker room, comes back out. Ball will stay with the Birds in the corner to the right of the basket, deep inside. They'll get it outside, and that's good for a 3. Well, if you don't cover 3-0 when she's that open, Igo's going to make you pay. She's got 5, and the lead is the biggest of the night now at 18. In deep, West throws it off the glass. That's no good. Birds on the run again. Garcia to Garrido alone. 3-ball that rides the top of the basket. Doesn't go in, but the rebound comes away and is put back up and in by Logan Alvar. She now has 9 to join Cheney as the leading scorers for the Birds. In deep, little running left-hand hook. Nice shot that time. Ciorda with the hoop to make it 42-24. Birds lead is 18 after having been 20. I go for a 3. No, the easy putback though. Flora Good, uncontested, knocks it home. Her 6th point of the ball game, and the lead now is 20 again. 44-24, final 90 seconds, the opening half. Ciorda trying to feed it in the paint, and there's too many gray shirts there. Birds will come away with the basketball again. Garcia dishing outside. Get it right back on the low post. Same shot she just knocked down. So now if I can make 1, I can make 2. Go it now with 8 points on the night. Approaching the final minute of this one in the opening half. The Birds now up by 22. Another hoop and they double up the Lancers. Norrie kicks it back outside. Wanting to go one-on-one and then losing her dribble, kicking it outside. The Lancers with a long three ball by Burchina. It's no good. Alvar in deep, she'll go to the line. She's fouled again, going to the hoop. Burchina's going to get it, and it'll be her third of the night. Alvar to the free throw line. West will return. No, Allen will return. Sierra for the Lancers. First free throw is good. Logan in double figures with 10 on the night now. And the second one spins out, volleyballed around, reverse layup, no good. Goed kicks it back outside. Under 40 seconds to go, and the Birds will cross court it in deep again. Alvar again, and again she's fouled. She's got 12. The Bird lead is 25. Wow. Julia Palomo will come back in for the T-Birds, who lead it now 49-24. Trying to get to the half-century mark, don't do it. Norrie with the rebound to Rakovic, who brings it outside on the right side, right back to Norrie at the top. Loses her dribble, exchanging out top with Rakovic. Looking in the corner, they're going to try a three ball. That's no good by Allen. It'll go out of bounds, and the Birds will have 12 seconds now to try and put another score up. Out of back court. Palomo for Igo, right back to Julio. She'll push for a three. That's good. Just before the buzzer, her 6-point makes it 52-24. A 28-point lead as the teams head to the locker room.
I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man.
Halftime about ready to come to an end. I'm Jack Noakes. We're at Sweet Erickson T-Bird Gym, all Casper College. In the women's game, first of a doubleheader between the Birds and the Lancers of Eastern Wyoming. The ladies' game, 52-24 at the halfway mark. The Birds looking for their 20th win of this season. Statistically, you would expect the score to be what it is because the stat sheet shows all Casper. Lancers 11 of 27, 41% from the field. Birds 20 of 41, 49%. Three-pointers, Lancers have made 1 of 11. That is less than 10%, obviously. Birds are 4 of 12, 33%. At the free throw line, Eastern, 1 of 3, 33%. The T-Birds went to the line 14 times. They made 8, not great, 57%. Casper out rebounding Eastern 23-19, and the biggest difference on the sheet is points off of turnovers. Casper College with 22 and Eastern Wyoming with 4. Birds won the first quarter 21-13. They outscored the Lancers by 20, 31-11 in the second quarter and have that 28-point lead, 52-24. Leading scorer for the Birds, the freshman Logan Alvar from Kelly Walsh with 12. Flora Goad has 8. 6 for Julia Palomo Vicente. 9 points for Anna Cini starting her first game. And then 8 points for Selena Arlen. So some people that normally aren't at the top of the scoring list for the Birds contributing here very strongly in the first half of play. Casper's biggest lead, their lead right now is 28. That's been the biggest. Eastern led by 2 at the 8:46 mark, and that was it. The score has been tied 2 times, and the lead changed hands early in the ball game 3 times. But other than that, it's all Casper College. Leading scorer for the Lancers in the first half, 8 points for Inez Norre and 7 points for Ana Gutierrez Ciordia. So Casper will try and put this baby away. Should put this baby away, and then the men's game, which will feature an Eastern team that is also struggling. I think they've lost, I got to look, I want to say it's like 15 in a row. This game, Casper came in with a mark of 19-3. The Lancers with a mark of 4-15, and nothing has changed to change that scenario. See who Dwight Canary brings out to start the second half of play. It will be Fra Garcia. Looks like Julia Palomo, Anna Cini, Flora Good, and also Mariana Cos-Morales getting the call. Ball will belong to the Lancers as we start the third quarter of play, and they'll play it in. Norrie will get it in, and we are underway. Birds sinking back on defense, dribble drive, kick it along for Kapelovich, and she loses the basketball on the baseline. Lomo Vicente running it ahead for Frau Garcia. Ball knocked loose into the T-Bird bench out of the hands of Cos-Morales. It'll stay with Casper with 20 on the shot clock, just underway in the third quarter. Cos-Morales to Garcia, feeds the high post. Kick it outside for a 3, that's no good. Good with the rebound though, has it knocked loose. Gathers it back to Fra Garcia. Into the paint, they'll kick it over to Cini for a little soft touch off the glass from about 8 feet away. She's in double figures with 11 now, and the lead grows to 30. Birds sink back on defense. Lancers kick it outside. Rakovic trying to drive, shut off on the free throw line. Gets it to Norrie. Her pass in the paint is stolen away, but a foul will be whistled. Selena Arlen's going to pick up her second of the ball game. On the elbow right side, Norrie will back away with the dribble, come to the top, still has it on the floor, wants to go all the way down right side, reverses it up and in. That's her shot. It's really, I want to say it's the only thing she's made all night. She's in double figures with 10, but she's hit a couple others like that, just reversing the layup, getting in deep. Birds look like they have a basket, but they're going to wipe it off Palomo on the drive. Foul will be whistled before the shot. This will go on Nalon. Melodisato gets it. Birds get a new shot clock of 20 seconds, and they'll get a new 3. Palomo with her 9th point of the contest. And the lead grows to 31. Birds in total command from about 4 minutes into the game. Foul will be whistled here. This will go on Cos Morales, Mariano's first. Lancer basketball in the front court. They'll back away the dribble, get a pick on the elbow, and give it again to Norrie. Her basketball slapped loose. Birds are going to run it ahead. There's a collision in the back court. Ball will go out of bounds. Will stay with Casper Norrie. And one of the Birds collided, and Norrie a little slow getting up. She'll walk it off, shaking that right arm like maybe we got a little crazy bone knocked. Casper basketball in the corner. Garcia will dash it, or dish it rather, along this lane. Ball knocked loose and taken away. Out of back court, Arakovic giving for a dribble drive, and that wild one-hander for her 4th point of the ball game, and both of them would come on wild shots in the paint. Delisado with the basket. Birds get it in deep. That's an easy layup for Arnlund, who's in double figures now with 10. Alvar has 12, and Cheney has 11 for the Birds, who lead it by 31. Still 7 to play in the 3rd quarter. Norrie to Delisado, and they'll swing it outside. Rakovic spins in the lane, throws it up, too much spin on it, got her own rebound, kicked it back outside. That was Ciorde with the ball. And a foul going to be whistled here. This will be an offensive foul. Delisado is going to get it. That'll be her 2nd of the contest. .6:44 to go. 3rd quarter. T-Birds about to come away with their 20th win of the season, which is standard procedure for Dwight Canari's team. Guess we shouldn't say that, but it has been. He's in his 15th year here at Casper College, and that's pretty much the way things go. Back the other way, and a steal. Taken away. Birds will find the trailer. The trailer is Palomo. She'll give it outside. Fra Garcia dumps it in deep. Arnlund with the left hand couldn't get it to go. Back the other way. Arakovic. Now Kapelovic. Looked like she got away with a little travel there. Dishes it outside. Ciorde for Norrie. On the low post, they'll find Kapelovic. They'll kick it back outside. 3 ball on the way. That's no good. Lancers were 1 of 11 from behind the arc in the opening half. Birds on the run, quickly ahead. Kick it outside now. Palomo in the land of 3 will cross-court it out top. Garcia into the paint. Shut off at the free throw line. Still has it on the floor. Spins to the elbow and will get a kick now. Wholesale substitutions for the Birds. Igo, Alvar, and Flora Goad back in for Dwight Canari's squad. 59-28, 31-point margin for the Birds. Bird basketball. They'll dump it in low. Goad wants to turn, instead kicks it to Alvar, who goes back outside for the 3 that's no good by Garcia. In deep, Igo couldn't get the rebound to go, but she drew the foul, I believe. And will step to the line for a pair. Joslin in the first half. 2 out of 2 at the stripe. Rakovic gets her 2nd foul of the ball game, and Igo gets her 6th point of the night on the first free throw. 32-point margin is the biggest we've seen. Second one rolls and goes. Halfway through the third quarter. Birds with an easy victory at home tonight. Double team in the paint. Ball comes back outside. Kapelovic exchanging there with Arakovic. Long three on the way. That's high off the iron by Delicado. Birds will come back the other way. Save it from going out of bounds. Not quite, says Ted Gardner. Lancers are going to take a timeout here. We're going to take a media timeout here. We'll take one too. 61-28, Birds on top with 4:48 to go here in the third.
I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man.
Jack Noakes back at Erickson T-Bird Gym on the 1st of February. It's another win coming in the books for the T-Birds here on the ladies' side, 61-28. Halfway through the third quarter of play. Casper staked now to its biggest lead of the ball game. Kapelovic swings it outside. And they'll swing it back down low to her. She'll turn, shoot, turnaround jump shot, no. Goad with the rebound. To Frau Garcia, dribbles it off her foot, gathers it back at half court, and gets it back. Lost her dribble for Logan Alvar out top. Igo steps inside the arc and drains the two-pointer. She's got 9 now. Bird lead is 35. Out top, long three, high arc, no good. Delicado misses. Birds will come away again. Leading by 5. Here's a three, pushed in a three. That is not who you expect to hit a three. Good with 11 points now, and the lead is 38. I need the abacus right now to count it. Back out top. Lancers will try a three. This one is no good too. The miss by Arakovic, the rebound by Frau Garcia, going to take it all the way to the hole. And no shot. Foul will come out front. This one will go on Delicado. It'll be her third. So the Birds going to have a lot of people in double figures tonight. Igo now with 9, Palomo with 9. They'll be the next ones to enter the land of double figures. This ball in deep, kick it back outside, then set for a three that is no good. Palomo with the miss, I believe, no. Garrido with the miss, and then she'll take a feed in deep and get her first basket of the ball game. 40-point margin. 68-28 Casper. Throw up the left hand from the left side. That's good. Ciorda with the basket. Cuts that 40-point lead to 38. In deep. That's too easy. Goad with her 13th point of the ball game. Delicato cross courts it. West holding way outside. Gives it to Norrie. They set a pick out top for her. She reverses. Comes in the lane. Throws up a layup that never got to the glass, but she'll go to the line for a couple here. Goad's going to get the foul. Garrido will leave the lineup for the Birds, and Fernandez de Calo will return. Norrie to the free throw line, and the first one off the back is no good. Hmm. 70 to 30. Well, we've got 100 points on the board. Just not for one team. Birds come away after the free throw miss. Try another three by Igo that hangs on the rim, falls off. And Eastern will run it back the other way and throw it out of bounds. Well, you knew the Lancers were going to have a tough time. They came into the ball game with a mark of 4 and 15, averaging 62 points a ball game and giving up 74. They've given up 70 so far with a little over a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Give and go in deep, layup too hard, and then the follow is good, and the foul. Goad with the miss, claims it back, puts it up and in, and draws the foul. She's got 15 points now. That'll be the fourth foul of the ball game. They've all come in the third quarter by Delicato. Goad to the free throw line. Now leads all scorers in the contest with 15. Make it 15. In and out, no good. Lancers in a hurry into the front court, and from behind the Birds will knock it loose and come away with the steal. Igo will bring it ahead. Believe it was Palomo who made the steal. It was. Casper basketball in the front court. Igo wants to drive, kicks outside. Alvar just inside the arc, couldn't get it to go, but the ball's tipped again to Vicente Palomo. We're going to try another three. This one's no good. Birds get another offensive rebound. Julia Palomo to the left side, still has it on the floor to the elbow, and that time she'll nail it. She's in double figures with 11, and the lead is 44. Final 30 seconds, third quarter. Pull up, jump shot, no good by Avery West. Birds can hold for one shot here, and that's what they'll do. Palomo will back away between the circles. Wind a little offense with 10 to go. Gives it to Igo, head fake on the three. Drives, lays it off the glass for an easy deuce. She's in double figures with 11, and it is 76 to 30. The T-Birds outscoring the Lancers 24 to 6 in the third quarter. We'll go to the fourth right after this.
I want to show for some people out there, man.
of guys this year. We're excited. You know, got a good team. Some of these new guys, I don't know about them. We got a couple guys like Dre. He don't even know his own strength for real.
Well, the Lady T-Birds enjoying this. We head to the fourth quarter. They lead by 46 and have 6 players in double figures. 76-40. 3 of them have 11. Palomo, Cheney, Igo all with 11. 10 for Arnland, 12 for Alvar, and Goed with a 7-point third quarter. Now leads all scorers in the game with 15. T-Bird basketball. We're underway in the fourth. Out top. Birds will swing it in deep, turning, shooting. Goed, no, but she gets her own rebound off the floor, kicks it right back outside. They'll get it to Cos Morales, and then she'll dish. The shot no good in the lane by Fernandez de Kayla. Lancers in the front court. Norrie has been their leading scorer with 10. Ciorda has 9. Norrie unfortunately out of bounds on that play, and the ball will go over to Casper. Casper basketball. Jocelyn Igo jogs it ahead. Loses her dribble, gives it to DeKayla, 1 bounce, then to Igo out front for a 3. That's money. Jocelyn with 14 now. And here's Kapelovic in the lane. Her shot partially blocked. Foul going to be whistled. That will be, Goed will get her 3rd. And Kapelovic, the 6'3" freshman from Israel, with 2 points on the evening. In and out, no good. She'll stay there. See what the second shot of the 2-shot penalty looks like. This one looks a little better. It's good. So she's got 3. Norrie is the only player for the Lancers in double figures. She has 10. Dish down low, and Arnland can't control. She'll lose it out of bounds. Kapelovic trying to set up on the low post. They don't get her the ball. They lose the dribble, get it to Norrie. Followay's no good, but she draws the foul. Cos Morales is going to get her 2nd. Before the shot, so the Lancers play it in baseline right, get it back out top. Harakovic will kick over for a 3-pointer that's no good by West. Long rebound comes to West. She'll try it again from the right side. Norrie with the rebound of the miss, tosses it up underneath. No, West gets this back, and finally, in deep, she gets the hoop. Bird basketball on the low post, and the shot blocked by Kapelovic that time. Arnland thought she had an easy deuce, didn't work out that way. Kapelovic pulled way out, now goes to West, right side in the corner to Norrie. She'll exchange with Kapelovic, cross-courted, looked at the 3, didn't take it. West will try the 3, that's good from the left side. So Avery West with 5 quick points here in the fourth quarter. Birds in the lane, cutting, they run the lane. Nice dish that time. And the basket good for the 4th point of the night by Fernandez de Kayla. Birds' biggest lead has been 49. In deep, throw it up, and all of a sudden, Avery West, the freshman from Torrington, with 9 points, 7 of them here in the fourth quarter. Birds will try a long two-pointer that's no good. And the Lancers will bring it ahead. Shot clock winding down to 15, and a foul will be whistled here. Wholesale substitutions for the Lancers. The Birds will counter with Claudia Garrido and Anna Cheney. Lancers will bring in 4. One of them will be Sierra Allen, who will throw the ball in, and it goes out of bounds. And it was just a direct pass to one of the chairs, unfortunately. So the Birds come ahead on the turnover with 6.5 to play in the contest. Only question is, will they get to the century mark? Don't know whether Dwight Canary wants that. I'm sure the fans do. West, head fake in the corner, loses her dribble, tries to reverse it, skips it over to Sierra Allen. Her shot blocked, but a foul will be whistled. Arnlund gets her third. Sierra Allen, averaging 2 points a ball game, gets her first point of the night. 5'10" and a freshman from Torrington. Second one, front of the rim, and a nice high soft bounce for her second point to make it 81-40. Third basketball in the front court. Garrido all the way to the right side elbow, tucks it, drives, lays it off the glass. Didn't get it to go, but drew the foul. Avery West with the foul, her first of the night, and this will put Claudia Garrido to the free throw line, the sophomore. Averages 6 points a ball game, just a lone field goal tonight until that free throw. Biggest lead in the fourth quarter has been 49. It's 43 right now. Under 6 to play in the ball game. Pass will be deflected and kicked and will stay with the Lancers. Arnlund will leave, and Coach Morales will come back in for the T-Birds. Delicado kicking down the left side for a long three that's an air ball. Nice pass to one of the T-Birds as they run it back ahead. Out top, Garrido sets for a three, left alone, no. Ball volleyball tapped around by Cos Morales, and a foul will be whistled here. Gonna go, I believe, on Ciordia. Ciordia is gonna get the foul, her second. Birds will get the basketball. Head fake from the free throw line, left-hand layup, no good. Rebound kick back outside. Birds will swing it on the right side. Out at the top now for a three. Cheney, that hit the clock. So the ball will go over to the Lancers. Hit the shot clock. Lancers a little free running offense here, and they'll draw the foul. Avery West will go back to the free throw line. Chance for her to get into double figures. Cos Morales getting her fourth foul of the night. Immediately following this, it'll be the men. And the free throw is good. So West in double figures with 10. Norrie has 10. Those are the 2 in double figures for the Lancers. Ciordia has 9. West with 11, and 9 of them coming here in the fourth quarter. Draws her team within 41 with 5 minutes to go in the contest, halfway through the fourth quarter. Long three-pointer, no good by the Birds. Rebound by the Birds. Slapped loose. Nate Macy with a nice catch on the bench. Coaches always have good hands. We're going to get a timeout here with 4:51 to play. 83-42 Casper.
I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man.
Time back in with 4:51 to go in the contest. Birds with a 41-point lead and the basketball in the front court. Garrido swings it over on the right side for a three-pointer. That's no good. Eastern will run it ahead quickly. Norrie's pass, she tried to go cross court. Ball knocked loose and out of bounds that time on a hustle play by Garrido. Along the end line, the Lancers to play it in from the left side of their basket. They'll swing it back out top. West looked at the three, didn't take it, got it to Norrie, who backs the dribble away, now wants to go down the baseline, wants to reverse it, and she does, and she scores. That's her move. She's got 12 points, and I'm willing to bet 8 of them are on that move. A little reverse layup, using the basket and the net to kind of shield. Garrido on the dribble drive. They'll kick it back out. With the basketball, the Birds in the lane and trying to stumble her way through everything. Mesa Butler going to be called for the travel. 4:05 left. Norrie to play it in. Delicato will take it across the timeline. Lancers in deep, can't get a shot. They get it to Norrie, throws it up, no. Fell down, wanted to draw the foul, didn't get it. And then a travel going to come here. DeKayla didn't look up to see where she was turning. 83-44. Birds look like they're going to be content to keep it under the century mark. Dwight Canary going to the bench for the entire fourth quarter pretty much. Lancers with the basketball. Will try the three. That is no good again. Arakovich with the miss. And the Birds run it back. Garrido for a three. That's no good. The long rebound will be claimed by Arakovich. Gets it to Delicato, who brings it into the front court, loses her dribble, tries to dump it down low. That's taken away. Birds running back the other way, and the left-hand layup is too hard. The miss. Delicato will bring it right back, bouncing in deep, too deep. And the rebound taken away by Selena Arnland. Birds on the run. It wasn't Arnlin, it was Cheney who misses the little shot. This is up and down, and we're going to get a palm here. Ciorda will turn it over. Birds have only scored 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Since they were up 46 entering the quarter, they really didn't need to score a whole lot. Both teams have been a little bit out of control at times. Casper basketball, 2.5 to go. Running one-hander is no good. The miss by Cos Morales. Lancers back the other way. Delicato into the front court. Tries to dish it down low. Kapelovic will cross-court it outside. Ciorda back over to Arakovic, who bounces. They'll try a long three. That is no good by Brincia. And the Birds with the rebound, quickly ahead. Little side step, a Euro step in the lane, no good. And the ball on the floor will be covered up. We'll have a jump ball after Cheney's miss. (83-44). .155 and the clock winding. Lancers with the basketball trying to get it in deep. They do, and then they kick it back outside. They'll push for a three, and that is good. All 6 points of Monica Brincia's points, all 6 of them have come on a couple of three-pointers. Birds are going to go back to the free throw line now. (83-47). Claudia Garrido with 4 points, 2 out of 2 at the free throw line thus far tonight. Steps back to the stripe. And the first one's in and out, no good. Second one on the way. That's no good, too. Ball tapped around, and the rebound chased down in the corner by Delicato, who brings it all the way ahead into the front court. Throws up a running one-hander with the left hand, no. Long rebound taken away by the Birds. Back the other way. They'll get it. And a little soft one-hander is good by DeKayla. From the left side to make it 85-47. Final minute of this one underway. Passes in deep to Kapelovic. Throws it up with her left hand. She was in too deep. Couldn't get it to go, but the ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Casper. Well, Birds are going to win their 20th game of the season against 3 losses. They'll run their record now, their 7th win in a row, run the record here at home to 7-1 on the season. Kapelovic for a long three, that's no good. Could be the final possession of the night for the T-Birds with 40 seconds to go. Garrido cross-courting it outside. They're going to get a shot out of the corner, and that's good. The three-pointer. Fernandez DeKayla with the three-pointer to make it 88-47. Clock winding away here. Birds will come away with 13 seconds to go. Walk it across the timeline. And then stand in front of the T-Bird bench and complete an 88-47 victory. Eastern falls to 4-16 on the season. The T-Birds win their 7th in a row, and they move to 20-3. Dwight Ganeri with yet another win. We're going to keep it right here because I believe we've got a little ceremony about to take place at half court. Try and tally up some scores here. Garrido with 4, This is unofficial. 10 for Arnland, 12 for Alvar, 9 for DeKayla, 15 to lead the way. Florigoed tonight. 2 for Fra Garcia, 11 for Palomo, 11 for Cheney, and 14 for Igo. Those are my unofficial stats. 2 players in double figures for the Lancers, 12 for Norrie, 11 for Avery West, and 9 for Andrea Ciordia. And the ceremony here, and the crowd will rise. Dwight Canary now has his 500th career win as a head coach. T-Birds winning their 20th of the season again. 15 years at the helm here at Casper College. And in that time, a whole bunch of appearances at the national tournament, which of course is the goal.
So 25 years coaching basketball at 20 wins a year, which 20 wins is that's a lot. Is a really, really big time event, and we wanted to make sure that Coach Canary was acknowledged for his feat. And you know what, Coach? The culture that you have on your team and to this program that you created is just remarkable. And we're all so proud of you and honored that you would spend your time with us. Thank you so much.
Dwight Canary, 500 wins as a coach, 386 of them coming right here in this his 15th year now as the head coach of the Casper College Thunderbirds. And you can see the banners for Region 9 hanging, of course, at T-Bird Gym. And Ganeri is responsible for 6 of those. I got to count. I believe 6 of them from 2006, 2007 on. Dwight huddled with his players, fans getting some pictures. The men's game will come up next. We'll take a break and then come back with the men's game. We'll run down the stats from the ladies' game, and we'll see if Coach Canary wants to join us. We'll be back. Men's basketball coming up next. T-Birds are now 20-3 after that win, 88-47 over Eastern. We'll be back after a break with the men's contest. Yep. I'm assuming you'll come up here. I forgot to ask him. How are you? You been at class or something?
Yeah, I had work. I had class
Had
this
work?
morning, and then I had work, and then here I am.
So you didn't show up in your jeans, huh?
No.
Where you work?
I work at the Rialto Soda Fountain, like the old-fashioned soda fountain. Used to be a cigar store.
Yeah. I know the place rather well. I worked across the street.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like
Many years ago. Many, many years ago.
Yeah, we've kind of made it.
And I worked next door, too. Worked next door when the sewing shop was a clothing store. Yeah. Are the shakes as good as they say they are?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Guess I'll have
make
to.
them all the old-fashioned way.
Do you?
Real artistry.
Good for you.
Yeah, they're really good. The guy who owns it now puts a lot of care into preserving
Yeah.
it.
That's cool.
Did you ever end up getting your dog groomed and taken care of?
Which dog?
The one that they called and said she was too ferocious.
No. I don't. she's just a little shit anyway. She can't be ferocious.
I don't even like looking at them.
Those aren't a lot of fun. Here he comes.
Am I okay to step up here, Jack?
You're fine.
See if I don't fall down. Sorry about the delay.
It's okay. We are joined now. We're going to try and frame him up here.
That's okay if you don't.
By the head coach. No. Listen, I've known you for a long time. I didn't know you were old enough to have 500 wins.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's pretty amazing. It's been a good 20-year career.
You know what?
Pretty happy.
Congratulations. I mean, there's not a whole lot of people who can do that.
Yeah. Well, I just told the kids in there, I'm probably not a great coach, but I'm smart in one thing. I surround myself with great people, smart people, great people, and that's truth. I've had great assistant coaches all the way back to Miles with my daughter, and it's continued all the way through Coach Macy, and we've just had an opportunity to coach amazing kids, amazing basketball players. So that's I am proud because every one of those wins is earned,
Sure.
and earned by everybody, and so pretty humbling, and really appreciate the recognition.
Well, you certainly deserve it. And I guess I did some addition. The nuns taught me well.
Oh, that's
years
nice.
ago.
Without the ruler?
Yeah, we won't go there. But I think you're at like 386 now here at Casper
Here at
College.
Casper, yeah, it's getting probably up in that area.
Getting
Yep.
close to the next
Yeah,
milestone.
it would be cool to get 400 here before I ride off into the sunset. I would like to get that, but this is a fickle business, and you can't assume anything, so you got to do the work to get to there. But yeah, it would be pretty cool to get to 400 here at Casper
Absolutely.
College.
Let's talk about tonight. You expected that you knew that Eastern was coming in and not playing exceptionally well. They were down as far as the number of players. Went probably the way everyone expected, I guess.
Yeah, and I think if you take a look at the first 6-7 minutes, though, Eastern was right there toe-to-toe. And if they had their full depth, I think they could sustain that for a little bit longer. I think we were 13-13 at a point, and maybe they even snuck out a lead in that first quarter. And then I just think our depth and our transition kind of wore them down. But they've got some players there, and so I was very pleased with our performance tonight.
Yeah, you had 6 people in double
Oh, wow.
figures, and
Yeah.
you spread it around. Started a couple people I don't remember you starting.
Yeah, we've got options, and that's the good thing. And I'm telling you, we've been bringing Jocelyn Igo off the bench, pretty much all year long, and that's what an amazing, she might be our leading scorer and probably leading in minutes all together on the season and stuff like that. But we could go a lot of different directions. Anna been starting the last couple games, number 24, and
Right.
she had a nice start for us tonight and has been doing well.
Yeah, I look at the statistics, and you kind of expected they would struggle shooting, and they did struggle shooting. They were only 3 of 23
Ouch.
from
Yep.
behind the arc.
Yep.
You guys were right where you've been, 33%, 8 of 27. But, obviously your bench outscores them 37-21. And the key thing I thought, and it's something that you've been doing all year, 31 points to their 10 off of turnovers.
Yeah. And I thought our transition was good, and all that comes off of turnovers.
Off of turnovers,
And
yeah.
I'm curious, I don't have my glasses on. How many assists did we have?
Your assists tonight were 21,
Yeah.
and theirs were 4.
Yeah, nice. That's what I really enjoy about this group, again, is they share the basketball, and they try to get it to the open person. So I thought offensively with our transition and the way we moved the ball, it was a nice performance.
So the schedule got messed up a little bit
Yeah.
by not playing last week at
Yep.
Cheyenne. You play them next Wednesday. I guess no games this weekend.
Yeah, no, we travel to Rock Springs.
That's
we
right.
play Western Wyoming,
Thank you.
who's also undefeated in the North Sub-region. Really nice ball club. Coach Padilla has done a good job with them, and that's going to be a handful and a half there on Saturday.
So you're at Rock Springs on Saturday, and then the makeup game with LCCC will be next Wednesday.
Yes,
here.
yeah. So next Wednesday will be at
LCCC,
in Cheyenne. Yep.
yeah.
And then we get to come back for a while. That'll be nice. It's so fun to play in front of our fans and be home. It's been rare, so I'm really appreciating it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure which gym to go to. It's been so long since I've been here.
It's a good thing we practice here.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah,
we'd
yeah.
have the same problem.
No, well, listen, congratulations
Yeah.
on a nice win tonight. And the career's gone well, and people in Casper are excited for you. I mean, 500 wins. You can stick around long enough and see if you can catch the old guy whose name's on here.
I haven't ever saw what the total was there, but I just don't think that's a
Is it
doable thing.
643, I think.
I'm going to be golfing somewhere where it's really warm about that time.
Yeah, I don't blame you there.
No.
Probably won't be here during the winter months.
No, well, not full time anyway.
No.
But no, Swede, what a legend, and that mark's probably going to stay there forever.
Yeah, well, and he was a legend too,
Yep.
let me tell you.
Yeah.
So it's always good whenever I step in this gym, I think about him. And they used to have those old bleachers where he used to just kick the living heck out of it with his foot, the wood one. It's amazing. It's got his heel prints in it still, but they took it out. So
This
Yeah.
game can bring out the worst in us sometimes, Jack.
Yeah.
A lot for myself too often, I think.
well, congratulations. Nice job. We'll
Yep.
see you
Probably
another 2 weeks. Well, no, it'll be a week
from Saturday. You
Yeah.
bet. Yes.
All right.
Yep. All right. Appreciate it, Jack. Thanks, crew. All right. Got to get that practice team going here pretty soon. Yep. All right. Thanks, Jack.
All right.
All right.
Dwight Canary, the head man for the T-Birds, who win it easily tonight and run their record to 20-3 on the season. Men's game coming up in about 5 minutes. We'll be back. T-Bird basketball.
I want to show for some people out there, man.